Hi, welcome back to EducateTube.com. My name is Sipsky, your host. In this video, I want to talk about why I purchased the Microsoft Surface 3 Pro, why it's still relevant in the year 2022, especially for those who are in education, like students, professors, teachers, as well as writers. This is definitely the tablet to own, especially when it's under $200, and it's a good purchase. Let's talk about it right now. Alright, so you're thinking of getting Microsoft Surface 3 Pro in the year 2022. Now, this tablet was made sometime 2014, 2015. It looked like it's an old junk, right? Actually, no, not really. It's actually still amazing pen tablet. In fact, for under $200, you can't go wrong with this, especially when it comes to the keyboard, a pen, and the tablet itself. Right, let's talk about right now why I think this is a great buy. The first thing, of course, when you purchase any old laptops, make sure the battery gives you at least 3 to 4 hours, right? Now, typically when this is new, it should give you at least 6-7 hours, maybe even 8 hours. But because over time, it's been used, obviously, the battery gonna drain and won't work as well. And so if you can get like 3, 4, maybe 5 hours, it's a good purchase. Just think about your lecture. How long is your lecture? Okay, so if your lecture is like 2-3 hours, definitely this laptop will be able to handle it. Okay, so that's the first thing to figure out whether the battery is still working well. The reason for that is these type of tablet, it's very hard to get it repaired or fixed, especially when you're trying to access the battery and replace it. Okay, so that's the first thing when you purchase any tablets, that you can't really remove the battery so easily, because you would need some kind of technician to help you get that out and put in a new battery, and that can cost you maybe even more than the tablet itself. Okay, just keep that in mind. Okay, the next thing, of course, is what are they giving you? Okay, so make sure that the screen is not scratched, it's bright enough, especially like LED or LCD screen doesn't lose its backlight, because that's important. You want to be able to work at least indoor and it's bright enough for you to see. Okay, there's no dead pixels. Like if there's 1 or 2, it's okay, right? But if there's like many of them, some kind of weird screen, okay, don't want to buy that either. And then of course make sure that they come with accessories. Okay, for example, a keyboard. Okay, now this one is a little bit old. It has a bit of a scratch and tape here, but as long as the keyboard itself works well and the touchpad is still great, it's good enough, right? And of course the pen that comes with it, hopefully it still works well, because the pen itself you purchase new could cost you at least $50 to $100. If it's original Microsoft pen new, it could cost you almost $100 Canadian. So just be aware of that. The fact that this tablet, right, you can remove the keyboard and snap it in so quickly, it's just great. Like it's very portable, very thin, I think relatively light, and I love the kickstand here as well. Okay, allow you to go all the way to the close to the end, right? Or you can go middle way, like a desktop pretty much. In terms of the power that this tablet has, now I purchased this tablet less than $200, so it's an i5 4th generation, 4 gig RAM, 128 gig storage internally. It also have a micro SD slot, so you can put in more storage, so that's great. I think 128 gig hard drive, I think it's an SSD built in, and the optional external micro SD, it's good enough for this laptop, especially when you're using it for school, or if you're a writer, there's more than enough memory for that. You can also use it to surf the web, watch YouTube videos, and in fact this 12-inch screen, I think a 12-inch or 11-inch screen is perfect. It's just ideal for watching movies and media consumption, especially when you're holding like this, okay, within an arm's length. It feels like you're in theater, so it's perfect size. I think 11 or 12-inch screen, when you're sitting and watching it within this, I think 50 centimeter, around there, I think it's just a perfect optimal screen size, right, for media consumption. But for tablet typing, this is also great as well. I think this is just perfect size. You don't feel that this is too small. Okay, so if you decide to write notes in lecture or doing presentation in lecture and do video conferencing, definitely great because it has two cameras, the one here and one at the back. Okay, so that's great. Now the only thing is these camera has very small sensors, so you got to make sure that you have a lot of lights. Like for example, I would suggest you purchase a ring light and place it close to you so you have a lot of light when you're using this type of camera, especially in an environment that's not very bright. Okay, that's definitely another purchase that you need to have if you're going to use these camera. You need a lot of lights. All right, so as you can see, let me just show you right now the tablet itself and how convenient it is. Let me just switch over. Okay, now notice how I put it in a stand, so now it acts like a laptop. Pretty good setup, and you can see the keyboard, really nice, and the touchpad, awesome. The pen, I can write on it as well. Let me just pull up a see if I can, yeah, see, here we go. I can write on top of this screen, and the pen feels pretty natural. There's a bit of friction, which is what I like, because it feels like actually a pen or pencil. So that's great. You know, if you can get it for under $200, you can't go wrong with that, especially with a pen, a keyboard, and a tablet itself. It's like a win, right? You have a battery that lasts over 4 hours or 3 hours. I think it's still a good purchase. All right, so let's look at the tablet. You can see here, this is the Microsoft native outlet charger. So you need to have that special charger that comes with this tablet to charge this pen computing tablet. There's the USB, the standard one. You can hook up like keyboards if you want, a mouse if you want, or anything that is USB connection devices. It's there. This is the mini display. You can hook up, you can get 4K, I think 30 frames per second, or 60 Hertz, I believe. So you can connect there. You can have the mini display with conversion through HDMI, and that works as well. On the other side, there is a volume rocker and the 3.5mm headphone jack, which is great because nowadays everything they want is the Bluetooth, which I hate. I prefer having a 3.5mm headphone jack, so I have a lot of this wired headphone, and that doesn't require any battery. And then if you're going towards the front, you can see there's an on-off button there. And at the back, of course, it's just for connecting to the keyboard here. Snap on. Okay, just snap it on like that. Now they also come with a optional docking system. You can do that, but I wouldn't purchase that unless it's less than $50. But if you have that option, it allows you to expand the port, right? So you can have more option with more USB connection and more display connection. So you can have like 2 or 3 monitor connect to this tablet. All right, so if you do like that option, you can buy the docking system. Other than that, this tablet, let me switch over, is a great purchase. Definitely for under $200, you can get Microsoft Surface 3 Pro. That is 4 gig, 128 gig RAM with ability to run most of the software, like for example, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, surf the web, watch media, even up to 4K, as long as you don't have to edit 4K videos or need that fast speed to do gaming, then this definitely is still a winner for year 2022. All right, so don't forget to subscribe. Also, please give me a heart of appreciation, and I'll see you soon. Next time I'll talk about other tablets I purchased recently that's old but still very useful, like the Dell Venue Pro 11, as well as the Lenovo ThinkPad X220. It's a tablet and a laptop. Okay, we'll talk about it next time. See you. Bye.